Alright, make sure I'm recording and make sure I'm sharing the right screen. All right. Hello, everyone. This is Makayo. I'm doing our walkthrough for Lab 12. This walkthrough, we crossed over between ArcGIS Online as well as ArcGIS Pro. We pulled files from ArcGIS Online into the desktop version of Arc Pro and did spatial analysis on them. And yeah. We'll also be working with view sheds and our conversion tools as well. So I'm going to get started. Number one asks us to navigate to our ArcGIS website and then log in with our given username and password. So then once you log in, you'll land on this page, University of Utah Department of Geography. Next, I'm going to go through what these tabs contain. So gallery contains past works of students, teachers, and past researchers really that have published maps in ArcGIS Online and made them public to view. So there's a lot of really interesting data in here. Map will be our ArcGIS Online map. Scene is going to be our version of Earth. What was this? Google Earth. Google Earth. We can change the base map to something else depending on the kind of map that we're making. And we can also add layers to this map as well. So we can create some really nice global maps. Let me go back 2 times. And then after scene, we have groups. Groups is just going to be the groups that we are a part of. Content is any kind of projects or layers or things that you've made that have been uploaded into ArcGIS Online. And our organization is just going to be our organization. So that is 1.1. Next, for 2, we're going to open a map in ArcGIS Online and add the Glacier 100K and Gannett Peak layer. So I'm going to select the map banner up top. And this will be where we're working at for our ArcGIS Online portion. So let's select the add button. And then let's make sure to change my content into ArcGIS Online. And then let's search for glaciers 100K. We have the Esri Training Services. So we'll add that one. And then let's search for Gannett Peak. Whoops. And we're going to use the one from Colin Riley. When we add the Gannett Peak layer, we should see a point to the right of the Rocky Mountain label, and then to the left of Wyoming, right about here. So then after we've got these 2 layers up in ArcGIS Online, we're told to switch to ArcGIS Pro. So we're going to go to ArcGIS Pro, and we're going to connect to the database that we downloaded from Canvas. So I'm going to go to my catalog. I'm going to right-click and add database. And then I'm going to navigate to wherever I had that database saved. You should see ArcGIS Online. And then we have our ArcGIS Online lab.gdb. Let's expand out our databases, and we should have elevation right here. Let's right-click on it and add it. And, all right. That is 3.1, 3.2 is what we're working on now. All right. So then for 3.2, we can add data from path by going to the map banner up top, going to the add data button right here, and then data from path. And we're going to add the Gannett Peak and Glaciers 100K layer to our map. So to do that, we'll be on ArcGIS Online. Let's hit the back button to the left of add layer, and let's single left click Gannett Peak. We can expand out information and then select source layer right here. When we do that, it's going to take us to a web page where we can copy the URL and then paste it into the add data from path box that we have on our. So once you have the URL pasted, click on add, and you'll see the layer that we have on Arc Online pulled down onto our map here. Let's go back to our map, and let's do the same thing for Glaciers 100K. We'll copy the URL, we'll go back to our map banner, we'll add data from path, and then we'll paste this in and add it. All right. So then now that we've got the layers from our ArcGIS Online added to our map, we're going to calculate the viewable areas from Gannett Peak using our viewshed tool. So then let's search up top for the viewshed tool. Viewshed tool, we'll do spatial analyst. Our input raster is going to be elevation. Our point will be Gannett Peak. That looks good. Let's run it. And you'll see something really cool. I think it should be orange. But all the areas that are visible in orange, orange are visible from Gannett Peak based on the elevation layer that we have. So that's a really cool usage of the data that we have as well as the tool that we're using. So then now we're on to 4. 4 asks us to create a shapefile of the glacier areas visible from Gannett Peak. So first things first, we need to convert our viewshed elevation from a raster to a polygon. So then we're going to do that by searching for the raster to polygon tool up top. Raster to polygon. We'll go conversion tools. Our input raster will be our viewshed elevation 1. Our output will be raster T viewshed 1, and we'll simplify our polygons. Cool. Next, we're going to use a definition query to select only areas that have a grid code value of 1, 1 being visible, 0 being not visible. So then let's right click on our raster T viewshed 1. Let's go down to properties, and let's make a new definition query. Our syntax for this definition query is going to be where our grid code is equals to 1. We'll hit apply and OK. And all of the areas that we had from the previous step are now visible on our new layer. Let's go ahead and deselect our viewshed elevation 1. So we're just left with our raster T viewshed 1. Following that, we're going to calculate the intersect between our glaciers and our viewable areas. So we want to see what areas are visible on the glaciers. So to get that, we're going to run the intersect tool. So then let's go up top, and then let's search for the intersect tool. Let's use the analysis tools, and then the order of our entries does not matter. So we're doing our raster T viewshed 1, as well as our glaciers 100K. We have our raster T viewshed intersect, and we're good to run. So then once this is finished running, let's go ahead and deselect our raster T viewshed. So we're just left with our raster T viewshed 1 intersect. And if we zoom in, we can see now that we have the intersecting viewable areas on our glaciers. So that is the end of 4. And now we're moving on to 5. So 5 asks us to upload this layer, the raster T viewshed intersect, into the ArcGIS Online and then add it to our map from step 1. So I'd recommend right-clicking on your desktop, going to New Folder, titling this Lab 12 Deliverable. And then once you have that set up, we'll go back to Arc. We'll right-click on this layer, go down to Data, Export Features, and we'll change where this is saved right here. So then this was on my desktop. Let's go to update modified. Let's refresh. There we go. Let's go open, and then let's give it a name. This will be our Lab 12 deliverable. I'm adding the extra E's because I've done this a couple times, so I have a few different variations of Lab 12 deliverable. So you can just name it Lab 12 deliverable. So if you have the name, let's save it, and then let's press OK. And then once you have this saved, you have to exit out of Arc. If you do not exit out of Arc, you will not be able to compress the file. One more time. To compress the file, to get it to upload, you have to close Arc. If you do not close Arc, you will not be able to compress the file. Okay? Okay. So I'm going to close Arc. And now I'm going to right click on the folder. I'm going to go to send to, compress zip, and boom. Here is my deliverable right there. And then after you have your zip folder, let's go back to Arc, right here. And then we're going to upload into our content. So let's not do it from our map, because if we don't save this, then we have to do it. So we'll do it from the Glaciers 100K tab. Let's go to content. And then I'll put you on the left-hand side. There we go. So you can either click on new item in your top left, or you can click and drag the Lab 12 deliverable. We're going to accept the defaults for the upload, so we'll go next, and then we'll save, checking the status, and publishing, and all right. We'll give it time for Esri to create the service before we navigate away. And all right. So now that we have our Lab 12 deliverable, we can go back to our map. We can go to the add button right here. We're already in my content. And if we did this correctly, we should have our Lab 12 deliverable right here. So as long as you have that grid, let's press add. And cool. We now have those areas. Let's hit the back button to the left of add layer. And now let's clean this up a little bit. So we're told that we want our intersected areas to be a different color compared to our Glaciers 100K. So to do that, we're going to left click on Lab 12 deliverable. We're going to edit the layer style. We're going to style options and then symbol style. We'll change the fill color. I think we found in lab that a lot of these colors actually do clash well. So yeah, pick something that isn't blue. Red is always a good choice for clashing with blue. So then once I have that set, I'll go done, done, and then done. Next, we want to add two layers that might be useful. So I'll go back to add. I'll change my content to ArcGIS Online. And then I'll search for the Wind River Range Trails. We have the Wind River Trails view. That's important and possibly vital to get to the top of this mountain because it has the hike starts as well as the hike trails themselves. Next, whoops. Let's go for precipitation. We can do total annual precipitation. So if we zoom out a little bit, give it a second to load. Hopefully it populates. It looks like it has everything. But if not, that's okay. We'll go. There we go. Okay, so it took a second. Oh, it's only visible. That's funky. Okay, I'm gonna work with this. So we've got picture of the bottom. Oh, of course I picked the one that doesn't look right off the bat. That's cool. Cool. I can move that to base map. That's pretty cool. Dang. Bummer. Alright. So then let's just remove here. And we can keep it. Oh, you know what? No, I can do better. So we'll go here. We'll add. Let's choose something better. So we have ooh, United States, weather, Wyoming. Okay. Ooh, drought intensity. Please. Ah, we do have some more data. And that's just the old data from before. All right, cool. So whatever two layers you choose to add, it's all good. You don't have to pick the ones that I picked. There might be ones that work better. But that is the end of 6. And then finally, we're on to 7, creating our presentation. So then we can save and open by clicking on the folder right here. We'll give it a title. Let's save it. And then let's click on the 9 dots in our top right. Let's go to Instant Apps. And then from there, let's go to the Exhibits app. We'll give it another title. We'll create our app. And then this is where we'll be able to build our slides. So then we'll follow the Express. So step 1, select your map. So then we'll select the map that we've been working on. Cool, cool, cool. Next, we have slides to add. So the first slide is just supposed to be glaciers 100K, and the last one is going to be everything. So if we select layer, we can deselect everything besides glaciers 100K, and then we can click on close in our bottom right. It'll save, and then we can add a new slide, and we can leave everything on for this one. So then once you have your slide set up, you can close. And then after we got our 2 slides set up, let's go next. Let's add the sharing button, home button, and measurement tools. After that, we go next. If you want extra points, I'm totally kidding. We can change it to dark, or a different color, either or. And then publish. We'll confirm. All right, cool. Changes have been published, and then before you navigate away, we need to change the share settings or else I won't be able to grade this. So change share settings, and we're going to change it to everyone, public, and save. We'll update our sharing. Updated. Cool, cool, cool. So then when the sharing is updated, let's go to any of the Esri pages to get back to our content. So with content selected, let's go to the instant app that we just made. And then get the link from the short URL down here. And then that'll be what you deliver for deliverable 1. As a reminder, this lab does have 2 deliverables. So yeah, please keep that in mind. Yeah, good job, everyone. You survived the semester. Good luck in advance.